Hello everyone, it's your boy again, the master teacher Soha. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the 10 things I like about Japan. I recently made a video about the things that I don't like about Japan. So this time around we're going to talk about the things that I like about Japan. Technically it's not general, it's personal. But I believe most foreigners go through the same things here. So I guess there are a lot of common belief that many will agree with me. But feel free to disagree on the comments, but if you don't like it too, no problem. All right, so the first thing on my list is the customer service. I really appreciate the fact that here in Japan, the customer service is one of the best. They have something called omoteshi, which stands for hospitality, but it's more likely to be behind just the word hospitality. It's actually the proper meaning to it, I would say, is like they believe the customer is like God. Not just, in America they say the customer is right, or I guess in Germany they say the customer is king, but for Japan, the customer really is like God. And if you go to restaurants, yeah, if you go to shops, wherever you go, they treat you very well. They treat you very well. And the good part of the story is that no no customer is dissatisfied most of the time. But not only that, like the clerks, those attendants, the waitress, whatever the stuff it is that work or those services places. The thing is, like, they don't ask you for tips, which is a very good thing. So, like, if you go to a restaurant, you basically they just want you to spend the money that you want to pay for the meal. But they wouldn't be asking you for stuff like tips, and this is very good because in some countries, most countries, they really make you feel uncomfortable if you don't give tips, and it makes you feel like you're not a good customer, and you might not want to come back. But for them, they don't want to make you uncomfortable in the first place. Nobody asks you for tips. It is perfect for me, and not to mention that they treat you like a god, which is perfect. The second thing are the facilities. The facilities in life in general, every day is life. The toilets, you can find toilets everywhere. Like in some countries, you might struggle. You might really struggle to find a place to ease yourself. It's kind of a big deal. In some places, even in a big city, you might walk like 20 minutes to find a toilet. But in Japan, they have public toilets almost everywhere. They have shops, malls where you can find toilets. They have subways where you can find toilets. So it's kind of small thing, but really, when you are in trouble and you cannot find a place to ease yourself, you will notice that this really make a big difference. So transportation is perfect. They're always on time. They always have at least, around your area, at least one subway station. Maximum of walk might be 20 minutes, but at least you have a subway anywhere you go here. Not only that, the shops, convenience stores, they always have it in any district you go. So there are some places I've been in China, like if it's not very close to like the good some suburb areas where you really can find only one maybe big supermarket or shops where you can find almost most of the things you need, and you might have to travel like 30 minutes to get there. Here, most of the time, you always have something around the corner, which is perfect. Yeah. So in terms of facilities, Japan is taking the lead. Yeah. So next is safety. Safety, I would add security as well. Safety in terms of danger. Even the samurai or whatever the areas that you've heard that are sort of dangerous areas, you can go and walk there and not feel like your life is in danger. You see women here working at night. A black man like me, I'm a little bit tall, so if I'm walking behind a woman, she wouldn't run away. In my country, if it's nighttime, you see somebody walking behind you, you might be thinking maybe something might happen next. Here, people don't really think that way, and it doesn't really happen too. So you can even go in some bad areas where the reputation is kind of bad. Even at night, you walk, you feel safe. Security, well, this Japan is very secured in a sense that um, you might even get your phone. You get your phone, you drop it on the floor, or drop it on the street in front of people. You act like like you didn't notice that the phone is there. Somebody will come and give back the phone to you, or nobody will take it unless you come back for it. See, this is something that really, like, you can even, like, you go to a restaurant, you can leave your computer, you can leave anything there, nobody will steal. In my own country, I remember my phone was stolen in a restaurant. People are eating in front, everyone is there. The second time I lost the phone, got back from China. It was at the market. By the time you get it on the bus, somebody is pulling your pockets. So, like, security here, no thieves. You would never hear some stuff, stories like somebody lost something. Even on the subway, if you make a mistake, you forget your phone, you can get it back. No thieves around here. You can forget to leave your house open. You come back, everything is in there, even money, which is perfect. So yeah, I really love the fact that Japan is very safe and secure. So that will lead me to the next point about raising your children here, your family. I personally believe that it's a positive thing here in Japan. Um, you know, in countries like America or my own country, kids go through certain schools, certain neighborhood where they can learn bad things like drugs. They can get into certain things that you might not be able to control at home. Japan gives you the opportunity to control whatever is going to enter the mind of your children. This is perfect. You cannot get it anywhere else than Japan. In my own country, it's like teenage pregnancies everywhere. Somebody can be raped at any time. America too is the same thing. People get raped there, like unwanted children, teenagers into drugs and all that. Here, it's very rare. It's very rare, and this is something that I would choose especially for me, because I've got a daughter. I would choose for my child to go to be raised here if I had to choose where to raise my children for the sake of my children. Yeah, I personally believe Japan is a very good place to raise your family. But the moment they start to grow, and if you want them to discover more, to not think like they are in a little box, maybe Japan isn't the best place. But for the littler they are, the better. But the moment they start to think, they start to think critically, maybe Japan is not the best place, because people here like to be kept in a little box, and maybe that's not what you would want for your children. But it depends on your safety and security. If it's one of your priorities to raise your family, then Japan is for you. All right. So, but other things that I love about Japan is actually healthcare. Healthcare is affordable for everyone, whether you've got insurance or not, whether you are working higher class or middle class. Everybody is able to afford medicine here, which is perfect. And the good thing is, like, the little challenge could be about the language. Some hospitals don't have like foreign language workers. Even if you find a foreign doctor here, it has to be a hospital that only treat people from that same country. Yeah, like if you're American, you have an hospital here, you will only have patients from America. You will not be taking everybody. Like the government, because most of the hospitals here is not for commercial purposes. It's not like they're making huge amount of money out of the patients. In some countries, like my country, a doctor may be making deals with people. He'll be selling some provisions from the hospital to certain customers that can pay more And like that's how they make more money. But like here you can't do that. The government gives you money, that's it for you. You cannot do anything else. So yeah, it's not really for commercial purposes. They really just treat people, and they've made it affordable for everyone, which is something very nice. The sixth point that I want to share with you is that I think tourism is, if you want to be a tourist and you're looking for a country to visit, Japan is the country for you. Tokyo, for example, they've got a very good reputation. Yeah, it is Japan. I believe this reputation is good because when you are a tourist, when you come here, you don't see what people that live in Japan could see. So you come in here, they make, because like I've told you before, they have what's called the tatemae, like a sort of camouflage, sort of masks that they wear. So that's why their customer service is very good, because their purpose is just to please you. Whatever puppet you want them to play for you, or like whatever cards you want them to play for you, they can do it for you. But as long as you move, they're out of, they don't they don't even care. They are doing business first place. So yeah, definitely, they are here to please you, and they have managed to get a very good reputation. People come in here almost every day. There are hundreds of tourists that come in here, but not many people stay. They come to visit and they leave. But when you come to visit and leave, you might only see the positive side of Japan, and this is a good thing. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, tourism is perfect here, and they know how to hide it because they have areas for tourism, and they've managed to make that area look like heaven. And so most of tourists, they do go to these specific areas. So the only thing they see is the beauty of this Japan ticket, and yeah. So for that, selling their image out there for tourism and all that is perfect. They are doing very well on that. So yeah, one more thing is that I personally find that there is no racism in Japan. I will explain what I mean by racism. Racism for me is when you are discriminated, and that is affecting you to not be better than yourself, because they put you in a little box and you cannot move out of that. For example, in China, if you are black like me, you don't look so light skinned, or you kind of scare, like you look kind of scary, they might pay you less because of that, because of your look. And that for me is really real racism. Discrimination is a bit like soft. That's real racism, because you will not move out of there. If you're making less money, that means your future is also in danger, and you're wasting your time too there. But here in Japan, I've not experienced that. Everyone is paid the same, though at some point I will explain to you what I think the differences are. But in general, it's not officially a racist country, because everyone is being paid the same. We all almost have the same opportunities. If you speak Japanese, you get more opportunities. But yeah, definitely depends on how much you can become, not what you look like, not these kind of things. Yeah, how much you know is important here, and I value that. And I think in Japan there is no racism, and it's good. One of the things I love here, because we all black, white, yellow, green, we are all taking the whole like the same salaries, and for me, pushing the bills is one of the things that I care about. So yeah, I like it. Though it's not paying that much, but at least we are all in the same, like on the same boat. So yeah, it's okay for me. I would have felt uncomfortable if maybe they were paying white men different than me, or because the passport is a different one. I would have felt bad for it, but in Japan we are all the same here. So yeah, cool, good stuff, Japanese government. Okay, marriage sponsorship. Yes, I've met a couple of people that came here to work and then found love, which is perfect, isn't it? So it's really perfect. They came here to work and they found love. The good part of the story is that they were broke from their country. They came in here. They found some Japanese families that really considered them as one of them. For them, they will put you together they would try to accommodate you to get in the family, yeah? Especially if you don't speak Japanese, they can even afford your tuition fees to go to the Japanese school. So I've met a lot of, but I think they have selections. They have like Canadians, British, Americans. They kind of choose passports. So but these are their personal things. So for me, it's not like as long as they're paying me good, I can leave the country to go get married anywhere I want to get married. But yeah, for me, it's not a big deal. But yeah, definitely, the marriage sponsorship here goes this way. So when you come in here, if you find a good family, you see most of those guys here, they left their countries because they were broke. So they came here, maybe not really broke. Maybe sometimes countries like America, healthcare is very expensive. Taxis are quite expensive, more than here. The cost of living is more than here, so they feel much more better here than their homes. So when they come in here, they might not be that financially stable. So if they find a woman that is from a good family, so the family could sponsor the whole marriage. The family can help you get a job. The family can put you back at school if you don't want to work like those English teaching jobs that pay low salary here. They can put you back at school to study Japanese for like 1 or 2 years, and then when you get like the level that you have to get for businesses, you can own a business here, and you can really start a life here. Like a lot of Americans are making it here and all that because they have the passport in the first place, and they are making it with the family that is kind of considering them as part of the family. And at this point, they sponsored their marriages and all that. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I think it's something that I like. If it's a bad thing for you, that's your problem. But for me, I think it's love. It's part of love. Love is also a choice. It's not just a feeling. So if you choose a family that will choose you, what about that? Awesome. Yeah. So, yes, Japan is the best place for introverts. I'm telling you, if you are the type of person that prefer your small bedroom, that prefer not to make friends, that prefers to be on your corner, have your peace. People call it peace here. I guess those introverts, they stay stuck up with themselves. So if you lack these type of ideas to be alone because you think it's peace, come to Japan, Habibi. This is love for you. You're gonna enjoy it here. You can eat your own food. You can cook. Nobody will come to visit you. You eat by yourself. You are doing a very good job for the introvert's world. It's perfect for you. It's one of the things I like for if I would have a suggestion for introverts people. Please come to Japan and enjoy your alone time. All right. The last thing in Japan is basically in any country, you can make it. You make it whatever you want, okay? So I've been in West Africa. I was not I was not living a miserable life. I've been to China. I was doing a good job, and I was making good amount of money, regardless of the things that happened there. So it's what you make it. Japan could be whatever you make it. Yeah. Like I said, on the things that I don't like. I don't like the fact that people are paid low salaries here. But I also discovered that you can work 4 jobs, 3 jobs. It's up to you. So I'm working 4 jobs now, and it's beginning to feel good for me because I'm not, 2 years from now, I might be able to make a move. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. You can make it whatever you want to make it. So if you think there is pain in here because you are alone, use that pain to become a better person. Grow on yourself. It's like alchemy. Yeah. Become an alchemist. Transform pain into your strength and become a better person. Become a better human being, because mostly in this life you attract what you are, not what you want. Right? So if you become a better husband, a better father, a better boyfriend, if you're still on that stage, so you might be able to, by the time you move out of here, You might find love the first day or the first hour you get there because you're already ready for that. Yeah, so that's what's pretty much it for the things that I like about Japan. Yeah, make sure you support the channel by, what you gotta do. Yeah, liking, subscribing, commenting. One of the things that help the channel to be discovered out there, and it will help the channel to grow because I believe the content that I'm providing out there is one of the things that are authentic, that is my personal life that I'm sharing with you. And if you think it's important to you, please don't hesitate to support the channel. Thank you for watching, and yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are, all over the world. Bye for now.